Hey everybody, happy intro from Noah here. As a heads up, this was an in-person episode. Jackson came up to visit the area, and I am around here, so we did it in person. Dan was out of town. Here's the thing, though. We used a handheld task cam I have, and the problem with it is not only do we only have one, so it was just kind of pointed at a circle of people, hoping for the best. One of the sides also had some audio issues. You'll notice it comes in just like a big type of sound. So most of this episode is actually going to be pretty unedited, give you that fun in-person feeling that we ended up having. It was a good time, but everything's on one track. I'm sorry, I can't separate it into hosts individual for better mixing like I usually would. It's going to be a little messy sounding, and it's just going to sound a little low quality compared to our usual product. But that's okay. Don't stress, because it's still a fun episode. And our usual audio quality standard will return, next week. So yeah, enjoy the episode.
Wait, are you closer to the microphone?
I'm closer to the microphone, but I am behind the microphone.
It's pointing the way. It's true. It's kind of pointing at me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk
It's
to
also
that.
pointed at him.
Yeah. Unlucky.
Yeah, everything will be great.
This is really weird, actually. How you doing? Because I only ever do this from like a chair
in my own home
with headphones on, and then I usually just like find things to play with, and I'm on my phone 90% of the time.
You usually play with whatever can you have, right?
Yeah, whenever I can find it, like it makes like crinkly sounds.
It goes dink. The entire recording. And I try and pull it out, and then sometimes he stops when he talks, and other times he keeps doing it while he talks.
It just feels nice.
Jackson.
It's just one of those impulsive. You don't even know you're doing it.
Oh no, I think he knows.
Oh,
no, I'm absolutely cognizant.
Oh, you're okay.
It's like I just can't control it.
Just being
I'm like it's
that
just gonna
kind of
happen.
person.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's better than the one day that Dan was eating like crunchy food.
It was at Crackers.
It was like Jolly Ranchers and crackers, and so he
What a
would like
combo.
he would mute his mic so it didn't come through to us, but it still records his mic.
Yeah.
So all I hear is and then click, 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 click on his teeth the whole time. I'm like, all right, new rule: no more hard candy.
No more, Let's butterscotch it up.
I love butterscotch.
Yeah, no,
It's really good.
It's the same
Underrated.
thing, yeah, I always say it's an old people candy. It's not, dude. That.
I mean, even if it is good on old people.
Yeah, old people use nice things.
It's not a dope candy.
Old people aren't all bad.
What do you mean by that,
Come on,
Dan?
it's not real.
On that note, I guess this is a good time to officially kick off. So welcome to Off the Air,
This doesn't
everyone.
feel right. This is weird.
Here we are. It's me and Jackson, different Dan, not our usual Dan, and Danny, two of Jackson's friends from up in the old Pennsylvania.
Both with the same name as the third co-host who isn't here.
So luckily, that's a lot less work for me on the podcast graphics.
True.
Okay.
You want to? Ooh, a good idea, because every time I watch podcasts, or start a new podcast, I get confused whose voice is who. I'm Danny.
I'm Dan.
This is my voice.
Yeah.
I'm Dan. This is mine.
And then
And then you know Jackson.
I'm Jackson. This is
Yeah.
my
That's not your voice. It's actually... We know that is your voice, but you're not Jackson.
Are you sure it's not my voice? I don't know, man. Good job, Jackson. And I'm Noah. Boom. There we go. Honestly, we had talked at one point, our Dan had mentioned that we really should start introducing ourselves again. Because after like episode 3, we stopped.
Oh, all right.
Which is confusing after a little while.
It's integral to the process.
Oh, so we're all okay. We're all having one.
Right. Just don't say anything about it yet, though. Because nobody... This is much more taxing.
I have
If only
one.
you had, like,
I have a real one.
You can't say bottle, though. That spoils it.
I'm sorry, if only you had a regular...
Opener. Decontainment unit.
Yeah, if only there was a regular...
This really hurts my
Here,
hands.
use this Wii U. Just crack it right open.
I'm so close, though.
Dude. Oh my...
It just... The noises it's making.
Ow!
That's going to come over great over
My Foo Fighters lighter, man.
You're going to break your
The
leg.
Foo Fighters lighter is not gonna like much longer.
Ooh.
That was crisp.
That was a crispy one.
That
I
was
may have
nice.
lost a bottle cap in your
That's
chair.
whatever. It's a souvenir.
Oh wait, what type of cap, Jackson? I'm sorry, I thought we weren't allowed to call them bottles
Well,
yet.
containment sealant. There may be some sealant that is spilled on your... So, it's the final Jackson's Beer Corner This is the fifth one.
This is the fifth one.
The fifth one is 5 in 1 month. Because November gets so many Thursdays. And episodes come out on Thursdays.
Mhm.
So that's five different beers that I get to review. And this one is different because did we say we're all together in a room?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey,
Did
we're
we?
all together. I mean, I implied that I was here with you and 2 new people.
That's true, but you
And
never know.
The audio quality, heads up for the people that are listening and already know this, the audio quality is going to be jacked.
Yup.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
So
Could be
here's
episode
the deal. It doesn't. Oh my god. Give me like 2 seconds. It doesn't
Contrary
get
to
much.
popular belief, Jackson hasn't had any of these beers yet.
Here's the deal. It doesn't get much easier in Erie than a sunny day by the bay. Unless, of course, you remember to bring some Bayfront Blonde. This light-bodied blonde ale has plenty of flavor and a remarkably easy finish. So no matter where your bay is, it's always sunny and 75 with a Bayfront Blonde. So that's the beer is called Bayfront Blonde. It's made by Erie Brewing Company. Also, I think Erie is like the 10th least sunny city.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty miserable up here.
I don't know why they
All the
chose to
time.
be like, hey, sunny and 75. I think I've seen 2 days that were sunny and 75
Yeah,
in like
seriously.
the 20 years that I lived in this city.
Do you remember, what's his name back from church, who used to think that Erie was a government experiment to see how little they could keep it sunny?
I believe it. I'm on board with that.
That's fair.
It's not the guy who lives in the flat Earth, is it?
Mm.
Okay.
No, different guy.
Yeah, we have a mutual acquaintance.
Mhm.
We both know a person
Yeah.
who believes the Earth is flat.
I think every person should have one of those people in their life.
It's humbling.
It's a new dynamic to just anything, really. Just talking to that person, it adds a whole new...
I think the most humbling thing is knowing you're smarter than that, but not being smart enough to explain why. So maybe you're not smarter than that.
Weird.
It's kind of sad.
We,
But like he's been posting these things lately about people being ignorant. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if you've ever heard of irony before, but every time he posts, he's like, people just refuse to see the truth even when it's right in front of them. I'm like, you think the Earth is flat?
My favorite is one he shared just earlier today. I was looking at it on the way over.
Wait, was it the Serena Williams one? I don't know if you saw that one. That one just made me mad.
I didn't see that one.
He shared a picture it was like Serena Williams, and it was like, it basically said that she was a man pretending to be a woman,
okay.
and that she was really good at tennis because of that. I was like, I think she might just be good at tennis.
I don't think that's how tennis works.
Yeah, no, there's a...
I think somewhere on the line they might check for that. Someone might find out.
Somebody be like,
She also has a child.
oh, yeah.
She was pregnant and gave birth
I mean,
and is married.
I really want you to remember, though, this is the man that fully believes the Illuminati not only is real, but is literally covering up the flat Earth truth.
Yeah, I don't know why they're covering it up.
What happened? What happened to this person?
I mean, I'm not going to go into details because I don't want to out who he is, but there's reasons for him to
Okay,
believe
I
this.
didn't know if it was just like...
They're not good reasons.
They're not
Still.
They're just like reasons that'll make you go, oh, okay.
Yeah. We know people like that.
This guy has kids, by the way.
Not his kids.
Yes, but still kids that are in his control. Like, he is the parent of children, whether or not they're biologically his. He's raising kids.
Raising Cane's?
Raising Cane's is good.
How about that transition?
I like raising kids. Yeah, we should stop talking about the flat Earth.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done that a lot.
I don't know if we have on podcasts, but I know we have a lot.
Yeah, because Noah will message me every once in a while when he sees me like comment on one of his posts.
Oh, you
I try not to. I try so hard not to talk to him.
so you're the one that's encouraging this.
I just like it's just every once in a while he'll post something and be like, people just don't want to understand. Like,
Or he says
wake
something
up.
that sounds super ignorant, but in a religious way that if you take it any other way, it's like, no, you can turn this either way in this direction, and it's like, you're both wrong.
Yeah, it's also it's always like religiously charged. It's never just like the Illuminati. He's like, aliens, they're real and they're demons that are here to steal your soul.
No, my favorite ones are the ones that are written from the perspective of the demon alien.
Are you
like,
talking about the one with like top text, bottom text?
Yeah, it's like
wow.
It's
Hi,
this,
I'm
like
an
gray
alien.
toned alien. It's like, hello, I'm an alien, but I'm not the green happy thing that you know and love, and I'm not here to bring joy to your civilization. I am a demon, and I'm here to steal your souls. I'm like,
Oh no.
I actually, when I found that image that he shared, because I know exactly what you're talking about, I saved that on my phone because it was absolutely like akin to something I would see posted on my Tumblr, ironically. The people I follow, the people that I'm into who make memes, make that kind of content, ironically. And this man, I know, shared full well believing what he was posting. Aliens? Demons. They're here for your soul.
It's also really bold of him to assume that we love the green ones, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's really fair, to be totally honest.
Like, I don't want to... You know,
If I saw the gray one, I'd be
alien,
just as scared if I saw a gray one.
Yeah.
If an alien showed up and looked like an anime girl, though,
I would bang an
100%
alien.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point in my life, even if it didn't
Just
have an
a
anime girl,
second.
you guys would totally bang an alien, though, right?
There's no fight or flight response. It's bang the alien. That's the only response.
I like it.
We should really amend that. Because there's fight and fight or flight. But I think fuck should be in there.
The 3 Fs.
Because it's like sometimes, like, you just immediately encounter someone. You don't want to tussle with them. And you don't want to run away. But, like, you know that there's some weird, like, subliminal part of your brain that's just like, fuck them. Just go for it.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're learning more about how Jackson's
3 Fs.
3 years.
the internal cogs are working for you.
I don't know how you didn't pick this up.
No, I knew
beforehand, to be
this.
totally honest.
Totally knew this.
Meet somebody at a bar. Hopefully it's not fight.
Makes for an interesting story, though.
Fight or flight. Or, might I add,
It's a silent F.
what about funk?
Funk.
Funk should be an
I'm just
option
gonna
too.
keep adding
The 4 Fs.
before F.
Yeah.
Just start jamming with them.
Fight, flight, fuck, or funk.
No.
Pick your poison.
Now, what does funk entail exactly?
You just make meaty bass riffs.
Yeah, I was about to
Meaty
say,
bass.
it has to just be bass riffs, right?
I can live with meaty bass riffs.
Parliament Funkadelic. Minus the Parliamentadelic. So you just funk.
That rolled off your tongue so smoothly.
Yeah,
I'm a little
I
jealous.
thought about that for a second. I was
Because I
like,
don't think I could say that, like, thinking about it.
No,
thank you. I worked hard to get to where I am.
looks like it.
I'm wearing, like, this is a really bad outfit, honestly. I'm wearing 2 coats. One of them's like a flannel that I sneezed on, so I have, like, there's, like, snot residue on the elbow. And I have, like, this, like, actually kind of nice, like, black and white cardigan with sweater underneath.
I'm wearing probably the same clothes you last saw me in.
Absolutely, you are.
Mhm.
I feel like that or, like, the red shirt.
Red shirt. I wanted to wear the red shirt because I'm like, I want Jackson to recognize me.
Noah wears, like, 2 outfits.
Yeah. It's this with a red T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
And that's it.
okay. That's, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I wear
No, I'm just a cartoon character.
yeah.
It's fine.
I just wear a variant of the same types of clothes: pair of joggers and a dark shirt.
We talk about adult cartoons.
Like what? I could totally talk about.
I just don't like them,
No.
and everyone wants to fuck them.
Like what?
It's like everyone wants to
Elaborate.
bang Lois Griffin, but the minute I want to beat my dick to Bowser, all of a sudden everyone's up in arms, you know?
No, I
So wait, let me rewind real hard for just a second. When you said adult cartoons, I thought you were talking about like porn cartoons,
No, just like
and then I
Family
realized
Guy,
you're
yeah.
talking about Family
adult
Guy.
oriented.
yeah, like the Family
So-
Guy, American Dad.
The Simpsons. I can go on about The Simpsons.
I actually really do enjoy
Or-
The Simpsons.
Bort Sampson.
Board saying.
They're almost like hitting that loop that they're coming back to being okay again.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a long period of time they were just not good.
It started around like season 18, 20.
I didn't even know they made that many episodes of anything.
No, there's more than that.
Oh.
We're up to what, season like 30?
I don't know.
Something?
I found that bottle cap I dropped earlier.
That's
Hey,
good.
congratulations.
I'm gonna put that right there.
I love when a story concludes on air.
Wow. Life is
Actually, to
good.
talk about this beer again, though, this is actually a really tasty beer.
I picked it because I knew blonde ales are always going to be tasty, and it has a picture of the lighthouse in Erie.
Well, it does.
It's
That's cute.
Erie, and also the place that brewed it was right across the road from the get-go we were in.
That's a good reason. Did you buy it from the get-go or the place across?
The get-go.
Get-go.
They had it there, so I'm going to walk across the street and get it cheaper.
That's fair. That's fair.
Plus, it was kind of late; they were like closed.
No.
It was like 6.
6.
Well, you know, you're already
So I
there.
was thinking about getting pizza still. But
I'm always thinking about getting pizza.
I mean, who isn't?
Realistically.
Back to adult cartoons, though.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Big Head.
I watched both seasons.
Why is it the ugliest cartoon, though?
Big head.
Big Mouth.
Big mouth?
Whatever. Why don't they just make it look good?
Okay.
I don't know. Isn't Family Guy just a little bit uglier, though? I think it's a little uglier.
I think Big Mouth is uglier.
Okay. now I see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Big Mouth. Dan told me to watch it a year and a half before I watched it because he was like, this is a good show. And I looked at it and I was like, this looks repulsive.
Oh yeah, no, it looks awful.
It looks awful. And then I watched it and you become attuned to it like very quickly and adapt. It's like any other cartoon.
I think
really.
it's kind of like hell. For it to really be torture to me, which it is, it has to be an eternally worse level of suffering, right? Because if hell was just hot, you get used to it eventually. That's how Big Mouth is to me. Like, some things are so bad that you can never truly acclimate to them.
Okay, I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah,
I just think...
That was such a... You ran with that metaphor that I didn't quite comprehend off the gate.
I think
and then
it's
I was
just...
like, okay, yeah.
It's just like, it hurts sometimes.
I get the metaphor, though. It makes sense. Like, I look at that show, and there's nothing I want to watch less than that.
Yeah, you tell me, like, there's Bigfoot wants this kid to fuck.
It's not.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're a little wrong.
Okay, so I only watched the show at first because I heard there was cartoon boobies in it.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, but that's another thing I hate.
What?
If you like cartoon boobies, why don't you just look at cartoon boobies on the internet? I do it all the time.
You know how bored I get, Jackson?
You know what?
I sit in my room all goddamn day doing nothing. Are you kidding me? You only look at so many types of cartoon boobies before you have to move to a shittier drawn version of them.
Microsoft Paint boobies.
Microsoft Paint boobies. They also show cartoon dicks. I thought that was interesting.
They show cartoon dicks in that show?
Mm-hmm. Little
Aren't
boy
these
dicks.
characters like...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're in middle school.
I don't want to see little boy dicks.
Yeah, no.
That's not even a hot take. That's just like
No, that's just straight up what
That's a
it
normal
is.
take. Yeah.
That's a normal human reaction.
I'm not Catholic.
I didn't.
I thought about it though. I thought about it for a while. I was like, should I say it? I was like, well, no one can edit things anyway. And I was like, you know,
Actually, I'm really not going to be able to edit much on this one.
Well,
what have I said that's not cool?
I mean, you've been pretty...
Nothing so far. This is pretty in line.
That's true. You know, I don't think me saying Catholics touch little boy dicks. First of all, it's not untrue. And second of all, that's not the worst thing I've said
You could have
today.
just dropped it. We could have just continued. But
Got what?
Dang, our core Catholic fan base is about
Yeah.
to drop us all right now.
Oh, man. Do we have Catholic fans?
Danny was kind of.
No idea.
We should just do surveys on what people's religion are.
I don't know how
I
well
feel like
that'll go over.
That's something that can get you sued if you're like an employer, but I think since we're just a podcast, we can totally do it.
Yeah. Which one of y'all out here is a
Actually,
Taoist?
that reminds me. Where'd put my phone down?
Is it a Zodiac thing?
Yeah. So, important to note, we recorded the last 2 episodes back to back because Dan was leaving town, and we just kind of had to fire away with that. Luckily, though,
That's my guy.
we have the lovely results of our polls now after we already told you guys what they were. And I just want to say everyone was really wrong with some of them.
Everyone thought I was a Sagittarius.
Overwhelmingly, but no one thought you were a Leo, I don't think. No,
I'm not a Leo,
everyone
though.
thought you were a Leo. Everyone thought you were a Leo.
I'm not a Leo.
And then
Let me-
Sagittarius, and then Aquarius, I think, got 1 vote.
Let me just... I think I voted for Sagittarius, actually. Okay, here's...
Were you the first person that voted Leo on mine?
No.
Because it went live, and immediately when you liked yours, and I realized there was this typo and I had to fix it, someone voted Leo on mine.
I would never vote the right answer to questions.
If you had the option to be wrong.
So, we'll start out with mine. I got a 50-50 with Leo and Sagittarius. So, that's not too bad. Dan, on the other hand, got 3 votes for Aquarius and 1 vote for Sagittarius. So that was really far gone. And you got 5 votes for Leo, 3 votes for Sagittarius, and 1 vote for Aquarius.
That's crazy, because, like, I thought mine was the most obvious, that I was an Aquarius. Because we read the
Honestly-
descriptions of it, and mine was pretty spot on.
Yeah, pretty much. And when I re-listened to him, what he said about Leo made sense, and I just really was not paying attention. I don't remember what I was doing, but I wasn't paying any attention.
I'd probably get it wrong, I'm not going to lie.
So I did vote for Jackson, and I did vote Sagittarius.
You voted Sagittarius?
I voted Sagittarius.
Why do you think I'm a Sagittarius,
But that's
Dan?
because I didn't know, and I didn't feel like looking into them, so I voted for
The longest
my
name.
favorite item in the Binding of Isaac, which would be
Sagittarius is your favorite.
my
item?
favorite celestial thing.
You don't like Capricorn? It's all stats up.
It wasn't an option.
But Leo is Stompy.
Fuck Stompies.
Bad.
I'm leaving the room.
Sagittarius is piercing.
Aquarius
Isn't Capricorn only all stats up but like balance? No, which one's balance and all the items?
Libra.
What's Aquarius? It's like,
I'm an idiot. Aquarius is just trail.
you bleed water. You
Water.
cry.
Yeah.
You're the water bearer.
Water bear. Water bears.
We should change Aquarius from the water bearer to the water bear, because those things are cool.
Water bears.
They're like biologically immortal.
But those that you can set them into space and they just chill. They
just
don't care.
Go with it.
What are these?
Water bears.
They're
like
these
this really
tiny little organisms that are like essentially invincible to like extreme environments. It's kind of crazy. Like they can send them out into space like by themselves and they'll be fine.
Well, the thing is, they don't really function, though. They kind of like freeze up.
Yeah, but
They live,
They
but
don't. They don't die.
They don't do anything.
So you just kind of like launch a shitload of them. I'm talking a lot. Like at a planet.
Mm-hmm. What if
Maybe
we
they'll
launched?
take over.
Maybe they'll take
What
it,
if
but
we
they don't
launched
do it.
penguins into space? They're used to cold.
That's true. Space is pretty cold.
Space is sometimes cold.
It's always cold.
Sometimes there's light on you and it makes it pretty hot. Penguins aren't used to hot. That's their only weakness.
That's a good
You're
point.
right.
That's the only reason I think throwing penguins into space wouldn't work. It's because penguins,
Sometimes they'd see light and they'd fry.
yeah, it'd be too hot. Because penguins are used to cold but not hot.
It's black and white and red all over. Penguin in space when there's the sun around.
Why are they red?
I don't
Because you
know.
can't catch on fire in space.
There's no oxygen.
There's no oxygen.
Why?
Well,
What?
Why?
You can't,
Well-
you can't just.
Because the demons ate it all.
The alien demons. They're not. They're not your friend. Which that is a bold statement.
That is a bold statement.
Bold thing to assume.
We hang out.
You mean aliens? We chilling.
Big chillin'.
Do you guys like Star Wars?
I like Star Wars.
I don't like Star
Oh,
Wars.
thank God. I hate Star Wars.
Okay.
Like, I don't hate Star Wars. I just don't like it.
I don't feel compelled to like I've watched like 3 of them and I'm just like
I think Star Wars does the same thing that J.K. Rowling does, which is like, hey, we've released something people like. Let's see how badly we can retroactively ruin it.
like Rick and Morty.
Rigor mortis? That's how
Rick
many
and Mortis.
When you die, you become Rick and Morty and your body goes stiff, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, it's such a trip of things to listen to you say that I don't even know what to say right now.
Because, like, Star Wars, like, after they made it, they were like, you guys know that one lady dancing on a pole in the scene at the cantina? She comes from a race called Fuck You. And they live on a planet that's devoted to sex and carnal arts. I'm like, George Lucas, please, man, just don't approve these things. I know you're not making them, but
Have you ever
can
heard
stop
George
them from being
Lucas
real.
talk?
George Lucas scares me when he talks.
He talks like he's like this.
He talks like someone who's like,
I don't
got
know
like
if it's picking me up at all, but he kind of sounds like this. He just talks real quiet and
I think
fast.
he doesn't move his jaw.
No, he doesn't. That's the funny part. Because you can tell that he's not moving his jaw by the way he talks.
Is it because he has to keep that big fake smile
I have
plastered on
no
him the whole
idea.
time while he tries to convince the world that Gungans were a good idea? No, trust me, these guys that can't even talk, they were. I was
Misa
right.
can talk.
Mexican. Shut the fuck up. I hate.
You hate Jar Jar Binks?
I hate Jar Jar Binks.
Why,
so much.
dude? What did he do to you?
Popular.
Exist. Come on.
Wasn't he friends with Obi-Wan?
No,
Why not?
not really.
Obi-Wan
friends
hated
with-
him.
Obi-Wan
He was friends with Qui-Gon. Well, he devoted himself to Qui-Gon, and meanwhile,
kinda weird.
Obi-Wan's like, this guy's an idiot. Do we need him? And Qui-Gon's like, yup.
And he was right.
Was he, though?
Kind of like the Sith
Doesn't
Lord.
Jar Jar like save the day?
No.
I don't remember.
I thought he like
He can triple jump in Lego Star Wars, though.
yeah.
See,
also
there's
do
Jar
it in real
Jar's
life.
strength. In Lego Star Wars, he can triple jump.
I did play
In
a lot
real
of
Star Wars,
Lego
he
Star
toppled
Wars.
the entire democratic whatever policy of the
He-
entire galaxy.
He shut down the government.
Honestly, my man Jar Jar out here. Fuck the government. Anarchy. I think Jar Jar had some good points.
He didn't really have any points. That's kind of the people why people don't like him.
Didn't he
because
have like that
didn't-
one like
No.
ball that was like the marble of truth?
Yeah,
And the Gungans were like, nice dude.
that
Yeah,
went down to
kind of, except that was another thing that George Lucas added like last minute. Oh, here's the orb of friendship between the Naboo and the Gungans.
I don't know who either of them. I don't know who you are.
Padme, do you remember her? The chick that
How come
wanted to bang
she was just
Child
a
Anakin.
human?
Yeah,
She was just a human.
but they share a planet with Jar Jar and his crowd.
Yeah, they live like under the sea, basically.
Why weren't they friendly?
They weren't at first.
Why not?
Because there's probably some big like Christopher Columbus analogy in the Gungans and the Naboo,
Then not wait. Who were the
Because
imperialists?
Hmm?
Who were the bad guys?
the robots.
In the prequels.
They're also demons.
Hold up.
Oh, shoot, never mind. Facebook
No,
memories brought up.
I'm not ready for this.
No, I'm going to drop this on you because Facebook memories brought up when I watched Chappie ages ago. And you know exactly who commented on this thing saying, yeah, I thought it was a pretty nice looking movie, but they really did a good job of making you feel like the robot, which has no feelings, had feelings.
The robot had feelings.
No, but that's the thing. They're trying to normalize robots so when robots come to take everything away, it's okay.
Chappie was my friend, and how dare someone talk about him like that?
Was that the movie with the Antwoord?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're there.
Hell yeah.
Honestly,
I just
they
wanna
were a
talk
lot
about-
less terrible than I thought they would.
Yeah.
And you told me that the Padme and Jar Jar Binks hated each other.
Yeah.
And you said one of them was like Christopher Columbus. And then I asked you who the bad guy was, and you said it was the robots.
Kind of like this plotline better.
Where did the robots go in?
The robots came in to take over everything.
Then why do they have the orbital friendship?
The robots are the
Because-
white men.
And the robots represent white people, and the white people represent a different sect of Native Americans, and the Gungans do too. But they hated each other. But then the robots came in and they're like, we're white and it's all right. And everyone's like, oh.
Wait, the robots said that?
Yeah, sure. So the Naboo, they're the humans, ran away to get the government to help them, to get rid of the robots.
But why were the robots even taking over? What's a robot gonna do with a planet?
Oh, it's the super interesting plot of the first Star Wars. Trade negotiations. There's more politics
like
in that first Star
2018
Wars than
politics.
anything.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
all the prequels
There
are.
was a caravan of Naboo walking up to the border. And, Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
I tweeted about this, but I sat in a room with like 10 old people and me. And they were all talking. My parents were talking to the people who weren't from Texas, and they're like, yeah, Texas is going to be a blue state pretty soon. Everyone's like, these fucking liberal kids moving to the big cities in Texas voting blue. And I'm just sitting there like, nobody look at me.
Don't bring it up to me.
If anybody looks at me right now.
Does your family realize that you're one of them liberals?
I think they know. I just don't think they accept it. Like, I feel like they haven't processed it.
It's just sitting there in their brains.
so. It's kind of like you came out as gay, and they're like, "No, you're not," and they just moved
Basically,
on with their life.
yeah. Only about being a liberal. Which, honestly, I think
Don't.
some parents would have a hard time accepting.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that sounds about right.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm from the same place, so
Thank you for your service.
I know. I know exactly how you feel. They're talking about politics at your table, and I'm like, just ignore me. Let me eat my food. Let me go back to playing Pokemon on my DS.
Honestly, you tweeted that, and it just made me think of me because I despise politics at dinner, and I am inevitably the one that brings up politics at dinner every single family get together.
Yeah.
Not like extended family, because they get to that way before I do. But like this time, I brought up the fact that you comment on our friends' flat Earth posts.
Yeah.
And my
How
sister
is that
has apparently said me
politics?
this, or heard me say this all the time. But my brother, he had not heard me say this before. She's like, I'm so sick of you always talking about this. He's like, we've never talked about this before. And I'm like, it's not my fault that you're
We
like,
sometimes
in our
talk about
chats.
this. I don't want to talk about this flat Earth guy anymore. We should get him on.
We should get him on.
Oh,
And now, it's one of those things where it'd be funny if he was able to.
he thought it was funny.
It'd be funny if he was able to accept differing viewpoints, but he's got himself so dug into this hole of denial that like he's convinced himself that everyone else is stupid and wrong, and he and his 30 people on his Facebook page about Nephilim and the flat Earth and biblical truth, they are the ones who understand. And I'm not kidding. Let me read to you what the page is called. I actually wasn't allowed to view it earlier today. The one about Serena Williams being secretly a man.
Uh-huh.
I tried to view the page, and I read through like 3 posts, and they were all spelled terribly.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you trust these people more than you trust
Science.
people who study this their whole life? You trust some guy on Facebook who can't spell as correctly?
Does he believe in
It's a
chemtrails?
2-letter word.
Is he a chemtrail
Yeah.
guy? Okay.
I actually joked about chemtrails one time with my friend.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, yeah, you never... Because there was a plane
Yeah.
going by, and I was like, oh, it's a chemtrail. And he's like, every other Tuesday in Austin, they do chemtrails. And I'm like, just gonna put a lid back on this one. He was like, yeah, when they do the chemtrails, it makes the people stupid because they want the nation to be dumb. I'm like, do they?
Oh my god.
What? Why do they want us to be
That's so
dumb?
scary.
Honestly,
Do other nations do chemtrails? Is that just an America thing?
it's just the thing that
No
there's
nation
so
does
much
chemtrails.
work that will go into keeping all this hidden. I have so little faith that the government could pull that off.
Yeah, he was like,
There's
they put like
no way they
aluminum and bromide in there, which alters your brain growth and makes you subservient. I'm like, dude, I don't think that's true. I think you're just mad at something and you don't want to accept that maybe you just are dumb.
Honestly, though, my favorite things are the ones where he posts where there's like a lot of details that do actually check out.
What's how they
What?
get you in?
Hmm?
If everything they said was stupid, no one would join.
I can't remember who it was, but it was either like I think it was either George Bush's wife or Hillary Clinton were like direct descendants from a satanic orgy, and they were there. They existed to birth the Antichrist.
Wait,
It was
doesn't they have a
something like
daughter who's like 28 and like is like a lawyer?
Yeah, but see, I traced.
That's
I think it
Antichrist.
was. I think it was Barbara Bush.
Barbara Bush is the Antichrist.
No, she like exists
Quote that.
to birth the Antichrist
You
or
tell
something
me
along those lines.
There's a chance Jeb Bush is the one who will end the world.
See,
Sorry,
I looked at it and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I ever read. So I opened up Bing, which is what I use.
question earlier, by the way. Just take a gander at that.
Oh, because she has muscled legs because she's an athlete?
Yeah, I'm showing them the picture of the Serena Williams and how someone's claiming that she is an androgynous man who is trying to win in women's sports.
That doesn't
What about
make
her
sense,
sister? What about Venus?
I just want to understand what the point of being a
There's
man that wins at women's sports is. What fame do you win by living your entire life as a lie, but you get to be famous as sports? What do you
Yeah.
gain from
Honestly,
that?
Serena Williams would fuck up most male tennis players too.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. I mean, if Serena Williams could beat, not obviously, like, there's a bit of a difference in the play style. And
No, I'm pretty okay. Before you continue,
Mhm.
I don't remember exactly the numbers of the rankings, but they did this once, and this will hopefully not lead. We'll just continue on after I say this.
Okay.
But, like 150 something ranked person in the world absolutely destroyed the number one women's
In what sport though?
tennis.
Tennis?
Yep. So
Was they made him like play?
yeah, they haven't played once, and like apparently wasn't even close. But I don't. I'm gonna Google this real quick because I'm like 99% sure that is exactly
Well,
what
you
it
don't use
is.
DuckDuckGo. It's the only one the government's not listening to.
That's true.
Wait, what?
DuckDuckGo is the only search engine the government doesn't listen to. That's the one.
Why?
Flat Earth people. I have no idea. But the page that posted this Venus and Serena Williams thing is called Biblical, Flat Earth, End Times, Prophecies, Tribulations.
Oh, that's not nearly as fun as the Flat Earth, Nephilim, and Biblical Truth one.
Yeah, I'm looking for that one. He posts a lot. He follows a lot of pages that have basically the same name with slight variations, and they're all about like demons in the flat Earth.
My favorite are the ones that have these really artistic pictures of like an angel and a demon fighting, or
The best
the one that
I
had
love
the guy from Disturbed, but with like demon wings photoshopped onto him.
the best thing about these pages to me, like not only do they use like weird Renaissance art or images of Disturbed album covers, half of the things that are posted or images on there are from Warhammer. They'll post a picture of like Sanguinius, and they'll be like, people deny the Nephilim and the angels breed among us, and people, dude, that's Sanguinius about to fight Horus in single combat.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that maybe our friend is just a really huge undercover Warhammer fan?
I think he should come out with
He's a big gamer, dude.
The other page, the big one, is the Flat Earth, Nephilim, hybrid. Not hybrid, it's just hybrid.
Single,
Like a good
singular.
fuel economy. Hybrid. Giants. Biblical truth.
I forgot about the hybrid and giants.
So, and then, like, he posted something that was like, it doesn't matter what proof you see, if you don't want to believe it, then fire from heaven will be just as excused as a scientific anomaly and brushed off. The idea that you can, like, believe the earth is flat, and at the same time be like, people are ignorant to the science around them, just very impressive to me.
Every time he shares something like that, it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh.
Venus
oh.
and Serena Williams had claimed that they could beat any male player ranked outside the World 200. So it's Braassch. I don't know.
Bra-
Wait,
Braassch.
is he like a secret, like,
No, then ranked 203rd, challenged them both. He first took Serena after leading 5-0 and beat her 6-1. Venus then walked on the court, and Brash was victorious this time, winning 6-2.
So he played back-to-back games.
He won both?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Wow. Serena
But to be
Williams is
fair-
a terrible man.
It's like, I don't know. So, what about like the 210th person? Because they said top 200, and they got the 203rd. That's real close. Like, what about number 300?
But I mean,
I think at that point your point has been made.
Yeah. So what you're telling me is that they're actually men.
they are.
Yeah, they're men that are just not good enough to be men, you know?
I don't know a lot about tennis.
And imagine being so into this lie that you're like telling the world that you actually like get pregnant and have a child. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, you're just. That would be.
That's next level commitment. I commend her commitment.
Yeah.
No, that'd be pretty dope.
Anything you mean his commitment?
His commitment. My mistake. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be tall.
When are you gonna turn Texas blue next?
If I can help it.
You guys think Beto O'Rourke's gonna run for president?
Who?
There's a guy who ran for Senate.
How do you pronounce it?
Beto. His name's like Robert. But Vito's like a nickname.
That was Beto.
You can call him whatever you want.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't know if it was.
I always say Beto. That's just
I
what
thought it was
I've said.
Beto.
Call him whatever you want. Beto O'Rourke.
I'm not adept in
I
politics.
just don't like
Vito because it looks like Vito, and I'm like, funny.
That's why he changed his name to that. Like, I'm gonna change my name to like Wolf Commander. I'm gonna run for mayor, or like I'm gonna run.
Commander
Mayor
Big Dick
Wolf
Jackson.
Yeah, not just my full name's gonna be first name Wolf, last name Commander, and then I'm gonna like just run for like city comptroller because your name is cool enough that people will vote for it on a ballot when they don't know anything about any candidates.
Honestly,
That's true. It's kind of how like D's nuts got so many votes, right?
Yeah,
That was a
that was
protest vote,
mostly
though.
because it was mean.
That's true.
Vote Wolf Commander. Like absolutely, this guy.
Yeah, 100%.
all we need to do is dress you up in a vaguely military-looking suit.
Or I could be a furry.
We'll just dress you up like Fox McCloud
So I could a furry.
furry,
We're on the same
yeah.
page.
or Wolf.
You'll always
Wolf
style
would
your
probably
hair
make more
so it
sense.
almost looks like ears, but not so much that it's like clear you're a furry. But then your first day in office, you come in with like full suit.
Could be like one of those like anime characters where they're like, they have like basically dog ears in their hair, and they're like, and later in the plot, someone's like, it's actually a cat girl. Like, yeah, no shit. They've had cat ears since the start. I was hiding my tail because I didn't want you to judge me. I'm just gonna fucking judge you. You're a hot ass girl with a cat tail. Like, there's much worse things you could be. Like,
Wasn't there a whole
ugly.
episode of the podcast based around you just talking about this kind of stuff?
Yes,
There's actually like 7.
Yeah, like all of them.
episodes about that.
we had enough podcast episodes about it that we decided to take a break from talking about furries. Although since you brought it up,
Wolf Commander.
I just joined a D&D group, and this guy joined the server because it's all in Discord, and the first thing he says is, "Hi, I'm a furry." And I thought it was just like a joke.
Did you thank him for his service?
I did not, because I thought it was a joke, and then my sister's telling me later, no, he actually is a furry. I'm like, oh,
I don't know why people lead with that.
okay.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
It's right up there with leading with being a vegan. It just, I don't know
agree.
why.
No,
It's
like,
important
because
to
you
know.
already know you're gonna get some sort of reaction out of it.
It's true. And that's the point.
Maybe
is to
that's
get a
the
It's
reaction.
like to try to get a reaction out of it.
I think.
Just be like, hello, my name's this, and then you get to know the person, and then you find out they're
what if
furry, but then you're already friends with them, but it doesn't matter.
What
don't
if you
try.
said, "Hello, my name's Jeff"?
My name, Jeff.
Good one, Jackson.
That would be so funny.
Wow.
That would be great.
Imagine someone comes to you and they're like, "Hello, my name's Jeff." That'd be so funny.
You're not allowed in my D&D group. I don't have one yet, but
Nice.
when I do have one, I'll make sure you're not allowed in.
Can I join?
Yes.
Damn it. Guess I'll go Yiff alone.
Don't. All right. Anyway,
What could possibly be wrong with the sentence I just formed?
you guys know about anything about TikTok at all? The new reign
Oh,
of
absolutely.
Yeah.
the new hit.
It's everywhere.
My boss is 30 years old, and that's all he does all day is watch TikTok videos, and it makes me a little uncomfortable.
Is it like ironic watching?
No,
or,
no, he watches
just real.
TikTok.
Oh, so he likes
Oh,
14-year-old girls who like but don't wear a lot of clothes.
See, it's uncomfortable because I don't know how to broach that. That's the reputation the site has, especially when I look over and it's all girls singing.
Huh? You got a boyfriend? I bet he doesn't kiss ya.
I don't.
The thing is,
I don't
TikTok
wanna be in it.
memes have gotten so widespread that my roommate texted me the other day. My roommate does not know how to use the internet besides his phone. Does not know. Like, if I was like, hey, look that up on YouTube, he wouldn't know how to do it.
Is this the opera
how
roommate or
old
is
is
someone
this?
else?
This is my roommate who is, I think he's 25, 26. He sings opera.
Okay, so he's just kind of doing his
He
own
just
thing.
he just works out and sings opera.
Yeah,
That's his
fair.
life.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know anything about like the internet or any kind of culture outside of
He's
opera.
he's a normie.
I don't
He's a
understand.
normie. Yeah.
No, that's even normier.
You would go as far as to say he's a Chad.
He's a Chad.
Yeah.
I bet he funks.
I probably. I don't like confer with him about this, but I imagine. Probably gets around a bit. Anyway, he has a girlfriend. So regardless, he texted me the other day and said, "Maybe I'll be Tracer." And I was like, "How did you know that? To tell me that? Like, how did you, who don't know anything about the internet or video games or TikTok, why would you text me? Maybe I'll be Tracer."
Wait, please tell me that was like just out of the blue.
Absolutely.
You're like minding your own business. You're like, yep, gonna go out to.
Wait, didn't you post this
Look,
somewhere?
I think I put it in our Discord.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
no,
read
he
it,
texted
yeah.
me. He hadn't texted me the last time I talked to him was the day before at like 5 p.m. He texted me almost 24 hours later and just said, "Maybe I'll be Tracer." Yeah, 9 p.m. on Wednesday and then 2:30 on Thursday. Not Happy Thanksgiving, not anything like that, but maybe I'll be Tracer.
Are you sure he doesn't have like a secret meme life that you just don't know about?
He said his brother told him to say it. So,
Even better. Crazy.
maybe, like, it's so widespread. TikTok, I think they know. Like, I think TikTok knows.
They have to, right?
Because for a while, TikTok's whole marketing thing was like, look, titties.
Yeah.
Or look, cosplay titties.
And then look,
And now it's kind of like,
13-year-olds.
look, haha, this kid's Fortnite dancing. Gamer meme.
Wait, are they actually like?
Yeah,
Are there ads now? Kids like ironically.
Yeah, I got
Fortnite
an
dancing?
ad that was an ironic TikTok the other day. And I was like,
Really? Yes, they
they're beginning
are.
to understand.
Yeah, man, they're sentient.
I think we
Not
could
these
erase
robots.
we could erase all debt in the world if TikTok just redistributed their advertising budget to people. Like, if they just stopped advertising and gave them money, because they must be spending millions of dollars advertising. I'm
Right.
talking.
They have to. I see their ads everywhere.
I see their ads on
Yeah,
Twitter,
it's
on
insane.
Facebook, on
Well,
Tumblr,
it
on
used to be
Instagram,
Musically, right?
Snapchat,
Oh, they're
everything.
all-
Yeah, they used to be
The
musically,
Musically, and then
then
didn't a Chinese company buy them and rename it to TikTok? Because it was a TikTok was like the Chinese Musically, right? I'm pretty sure.
That wouldn't be unheard of.
I remember
It's
they
a-
both existed, and then suddenly Musically didn't,
Was-
and my boss had to switch what app he looked at.
Yeah, TikTok is actually like the amount of money spent on advertising is it's got to be ridiculous. Like the way it works, I mean, we all know what it is.
So you can follow off
No.
the air on TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok. I don't even have the app downloaded. I refuse to download the app because when I do that, I know that I'm broken.
I really want to every now and then just to be like, what is this? I just want to understand. And then, like, I think about it again. I'm like, I don't want that on my download record.
Exactly. Because once you download TikTok, you are now a person who's downloaded TikTok.
Exactly.
People, it spawned its own digital stars and passionate creator communities known as musers. That was what music
call them some
users were called.
Users, huh?
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, no, they were shut. It musically shut down, and then all the users were migrated to the app TikTok. So yeah, basically TikTok said, "That's my app now.
This is my app.
Look at me." I'm the
Honestly,
app now."
TikTok's just like bad Vine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was what I was gonna.
Imagine Vine, but you have to use a template.
Yeah.
But do you? Because sometimes people just
No.
have to talk
Sometimes, yeah, no, you don't. I don't think.
at all. You don't have to.
I don't.
do it
I
at
don't know.
all.
I refuse to use it. But like when I watch the ironic meme compilations,
Yeah, people just do their own thing.
Yeah, it's most of the time it's either kids just like one of the kids is complaining about bullying, and then in the background you see like four other kids, Fortnite dancing or something.
So like, you're telling me there's an app that's basically just Vine. They made Vine again,
Fine too.
and people decided to use it exclusively for
Like
lip
Google.
syncing.
a little bit. That's kind of because that's what Musical.ly was.
Yeah,
just
Musical.ly was
lip-syncing.
just lip syncing, but now it's not that anymore. And people have millions of followers on it, and they choose to continue to only lip sync instead of actually getting their own creative voice out there.
Yeah.
They need a PR team.
Well, welcome to what YouTube's becoming too.
Musically.
It's
And TikTok?
It's just it's just becoming useless. Like
YouTube.
it's what all media like video things are becoming.
Maybe
slowly
you're
but
just
surely.
following the wrong YouTube.
Nah, YouTube anymore is just angry furries who use their persona in like a 3 different sprites
Like,
that they change. One's angry,
I
one's happy,
definitely-
and one's going like, huh. And they make 40-minute long videos.
Maybe
about
you're
some
also
political
looking
issue.
at the wrong YouTube.
I follow like the people that I like on YouTube, but then like the ones that they're advertising and they're popularizing are the Jake Pauls and the
Honestly,
Jake
though,
Pauler?
Jazz
Hot take: Jake Paul is just Smosh.
of this time.
Yeah,
You watch a Shane Dawson documentary that changed your opinion or something?
I actually didn't.
I didn't
watch
either.
that because
Yeah, it's
I
like
didn't-
2 hours. I don't have that much time.
It's just too
Documentary
much.
that's 2 hours.
Yeah, he was like
Yeah.
a 10-part documentary where he talks about his feelings with Jake Paul, and instead I'd rather just like watch an
Anything
analysis.
else? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I heard it was good.
I also heard it was good, but
at the
I
same
just,
time, I don't like Shane Dawson. So
or Jake Paul.
or
Yeah,
Jake
it's just
Paul.
kinda like,
so there's literally no reason for me to
Yeah.
watch his content.
People tell me Shane Dawson's actually gotten like cool.
I've heard
and,
that
like,
too,
good,
and I don't want to believe it.
but it's just like I don't really care.
Yeah, no, it's he's like past his prime, right? I mean, he
Yeah.
was really big in like 2012, 2011.
Was
I don't have enough space in my life.
That's
for more
like that's when
YouTubers.
I remember seeing him on front page.
I
and
remember
stuff.
seeing him, but he was never like in one of the top 5, was he?
I-
He had
I
some
thought,
viral
I thought
hits.
he was around the time like Ray William Johnson time.
I was gonna say
He wasn't
Ray
ever as
got to
big.
sit in the top spot
Ray,
for a really
Ray was
long
there
time.
for a while.
Ran Smosh and PewDiePie, and
Mm-hmm.
PewDiePie's still
Ga-
there.
PewDiePie's never gonna stop.
You ever
I think he will.
Do you see the race between him and the T Series thing all the
Yeah.
time? I see it on Reddit all the time.
T series.
It's like it's the one that is like has the same amount of subscribers as him currently.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't because it's like this Indian company that just bots their way to like a bajillion viewers and then like all I don't know. I had no idea what their videos
Oh.
are even about.
I mean, they do a lot of like weird music videos, but apparently like most of their videos get like barely 1,000 views,
Really?
like, just a couple thousand. Yeah, like they have some like real popular ones, but
So they're like a viral hit machine. They just wait until they find the one that works.
kind of. I mean, they
Try
just
again.
they keep pumping shit out, and like some of it sticks and some of it just doesn't.
Yeah, like
Kind of like how the most viewed videos are those like weird finger family videos.
okay, that's a weird area of the internet that I
Isn't-
don't know if anybody can quite figure out the ties of why it exists.
I think maybe
so weird.
that might be like a modern day like mystery that needs to be solved.
I've watched many videos on it that
It's-
people are like,
it's a
why?
paranormal thing.
Oh, that's gonna totally pick up.
Oh yeah, it's totally gonna pick up.
It's like a real life creepypasta.
It is. It's weird.
That's right.
Spider-Man and Elsa being together is like getting millions of views a day,
Like millions.
but no one knows how.
Little
It's
kids.
kids.
It's little kids,
YouTube
but like
kids like that app will still play videos like that
Mhm.
because they're like tagged appropriately, and those videos they just play on loop all day long because
It's
parents don't want to
crazy.
parent their
It's
children,
such
so
a
they just
weird-
leave them to YouTube.
That's
But
why
there's-
autoplay's evil.
there's some
I hate autoplay.
channels though that are like really cryptic though, but they also do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
like
like they'll buy a channel that already has like 3 million subs from someone who had like a one viral hit in 2007,
yeah,
and they'll just like buy the channel, kind of like weirdly like delete all the videos.
change everything.
change everything
to
to, like-
the kid stuff.
Yeah, and like
It's
immediately
really
start getting, like,
strange, and then it just starts picking up like it's not like it was they were doing it all the whole time.
It's really uncomfortable.
YouTube is very. There's several areas of YouTube that are like that.
I think
They're very strange.
internet video culture is dying, and I
In its own
am
way.
here for it to die. Like
Well, it's moving more toward those like it started out with like video culture was like big long videos that were like generally unedited after you got past like the comedy bits.
well, yeah, I was gonna say I think at first it was just like 3-minute sketches.
Mm-hmm.
It's just SNL on a
and then
website.
it was let's play videos that were like 30-40 minutes long and
Unedited.
totally
Minecraft.
unedited.
Yeah, that was so big. for so
Unedited
long.
Minecraft is so boring. I used to actually do Minecraft with a guy.
I think everybody had a point in their life.
He like hated editing his videos. So he would upload like mining videos where we were like talking in the background. And I remember thinking it was just a bad idea because it just seemed boring to me. But I don't know, he liked it. But then
let's
we moved to,
let's
like,
out.
more condensed things. edited gaming videos and longer comedy sketches.
Mhm.
Now we're on live stream.
That's kind of where everything's.
I really
heading
want to know
towards.
where things go after live stream
Yeah,
because
you're starting to see it now. It's not necessarily changing from live stream, but you're seeing like the rise of IRL live streaming, where you're just walking around LA punching homeless people and getting
whatever gets you those bits,
views.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just crazy these days. Because like YouTube has the era of unedited Let's Plays is kind of over.
a little bit.
It's still there because there's still so many people who just like put on a video and go to
That's
sleep, which
just what I do.
I'm one of those people.
I do that.
But
pretty
it
much
really
every
like YouTube has become dominated by people who make like well edited thought piece videos.
vlogs or
And-
just
and
non-edited
makeup
vlogs.
vlogs are coming back.
Lots of makeup vlogs. Why doesn't I make up vlogs?
I don't know. I guess teenage girls.
I mean, I'll be honest, when I was in school, I watched a lot of those because it was interesting stuff that kept me up to date enough that I could hold conversations with everyone at school.
Makeup vlogs, animated videos.
I was about to say, I still live in the age of animated videos. I still watch like internet animations like constantly because I just find them entertaining.
They're just like they're kind of dying out.
Yeah, they totally.
They're
Because you can't make
Exactly.
any living off of it.
You don't make enough
There's
money 'cause it
nothing.
takes
There's
so long
nothing
to
to
make an
it's.
episode.
It'd have to be a passion project.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's why I still follow like Oni and G and Psychic Pebbles and their like whatever Let's Play channels now and stuff because like their sense of humor, what it was portrayed through their animations was like what I grew up with, and I molded my sense of humor around that. So I just follow them still doing whatever they do and playing video games, streaming and stuff. But yeah, nothing will quite beat going over to a friend's house and watching,
10 hours of stick figure animations.
stick figure randomness part 29 or like Hellbenders.
I think that still
Love Hellbenders.
Might be a thing. Just
Oh, it is.
maybe
It never died. It's just like very underground now. No
maybe
one
we
cares
just got
about
out of it. You know, like I've been kind of thinking like I've been viewing YouTube as like this dying medium where like it just kind of like it's everything that it once was is going away and they're killing off their creators and all this other stuff. But maybe it's just because I'm not 12 anymore. Because when I was 12, YouTube was like they knew what they were doing. Everything was what I wanted it to be.
Mhm.
And now 12-year-olds fucking love YouTube. 12-year-olds are super happy getting recommended 20
I
Jake Paul
guess.
videos.
Honestly,
And I think
that would
maybe
explain
I'm
why
just getting
like,
too big.
modern content creators are always like YouTube sucks now.
Yeah, we're
What
leaving.
happened to YouTube? They used to love me, now they don't.
Because there's nothing there for them anymore because they don't get the views because the kids aren't interested. They're interested in Fortnite dances and Jake Paul and not
Not
funny animations and what was something else when we were younger we watched like parody videos.
ooh yeah, parody videos, music video parodies.
Yes,
Like
those
basically
are
like people who made Weird Al videos.
Yeah, but they're in
But
like pseudo,
underground,
in their own homes kind of deal.
Honestly, I look at those now and there's nothing that I hate more than watching
Oh,
those.
absolutely. I would never watch the stuff I used to
No,
watch.
the parody stuff is
And I feel like
Jake.
in 6 years, 13-year-olds will feel that way about Fortnite dances.
100%.
I hope so.
Just let them wait.
Like-
They'll feel it.
We look at Harlem Shake videos now.
You're so
Oh my
stupid.
gosh.
It's just
We
like
used to
it's
love 'em.
actually
We used to want to make them, you know?
yeah, it hurts to even look at. You know, those are still being made, by the way.
Thank God.
You look up Harlem Shake and then sort by like the new ones. Thousands of Harlem Shakes are made a day. I don't.
Why? Wasn't there a commercial recently that had the Harlem Shake in it?
Probably.
I really hope so.
I don't
And I
watch-
really hope it was like
I really don't watch TV.
I thought it was like
There are-
around Super Bowl time.
there are like
That-
3 brands
swear
that I
saw
would think
one.
would do that. I think Mountain Dew is just out of touch enough to think that might be a funny idea.
Because they would know it's outdated, but they would think it would be funny to bring
Yeah, and
back.
it wouldn't be. A car brand that's not like
Like a foreign car brand.
a Kia,
Oh, no, not a car brand, like a local car dealership.
Suzuki Joe.
Yeah,
Suzuki
Suzuki Joe.
I saw him
He's Fiat Joe
at
now.
the pizza place. up
You
here.
saw Fiat Joe?
Yes.
I want you to know, in Austin, I tell my friends about Suzuki Joe. I'm like,
saw
there's a
him
man.
IRL.
I didn't
Suzuki
even know he
Joe!
was a real person.
He is a real human being.
I just kind of assumed that he died in the 80s and then just kept
Yeah,
on
just
this
kept using
persona of Suzuki
For those
Joe.
of you who are listening and don't know who Suzuki Joe is because you're not from the Erie County area, Suzuki Joe is this man who makes so many car commercials, and like they're on every ad break, but it's always a different one.
and they're horrible.
Oh,
And they're so bad.
my friend. All right, now on the phone, I've got Joe from Suzuki Superstore. Joe, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing really good.
Really good.
And he's and then
Oh my gosh, Joe, that sounds like a
Yeah,
great deal.
they
Now,
always-
where can I find you?
That always sounds
they
so
always
disinterested.
cut back to the guy who got the collars and was like, "Wow," haha. And it's just like these fake horrible
And the
reactions.
worst part is,
Wow, Joe, that's so cool.
they make it seem like it's like the guy who's like the radio talk person, the talk host, who is like getting on the call with Suzuki Joe. But it's not. The entire video is an ad.
Yeah.
They're simulating a radio host calling Suzuki Joe. There's no reason for them to actually use in-call audio quality in the
No,
advertisement.
there isn't. It's just the fact that it makes it.
$29.9.
I just really love how much he stresses $14.99.
You can Google, you can YouTube Suzuki
Oh,
Joe.
I follow Off-Road Express.
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe to Off-Road Express on YouTube, what do you do?
Wait, what was your?
Yeah, I'm
old
gonna slip
YouTube
some of his
name?
like calls in
It was
here
like
because we need it.
something about a Ford Fusion. Or
A Ford Fiesta.
Ford Fiesta. What was it?
Oh,
It
I
was
don't even remember. Oh, Buy Curious Ford Fiesta. That was my name on YouTube for so long.
That's a good name for
Curious
YouTube,
Ford
though.
Fiesta.
I didn't like make videos. It was just like my.
No, that was
It's,
just
it's
like
a good commenter.
I would leave
name.
comments on car ads. That new Kia Soul looks like it's got a lot of room in the back. I've actually been in a Kia Soul multiple times. Much better than you think they are.
Really? I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't
I've
know
never
what
not been
Kia Souls look
impressed.
like.
They're basically just like someone put a hood of a car on a square.
Oh, is that the square cars?
Yeah, but they're like really
Oh.
comfortable, and there's so much room in them.
That's
I see those and they look really weird, but at the same time, I kind of want one
They're nice.
because they
cars.
look like they have good gas mileage because they're just butt ugly.
Yeah, all bad cars have good gas mileage.
my car has transmission issues.
Yeah. I'm whipping it up in that Ford Fiesta. Fusion.
Every time I
No,
hear
Focus. It's a Ford
Ford
Focus.
Fiesta, I just think about freaking Hollywood Undead.
Why do they drive a Ford Fiesta?
No, because
Collectively?
geez, what's his name? I don't remember their names anymore.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen talks about having a 40 in his Ford Fiesta so that he can get girls back to his car and get them drunk.
That's the thing. Hey, girl, I'm driving a 2013 Ford Fiesta, and you know I've got 240s of Old English because 2 for $5 to get go. Do you want to get in my vehicle?
they,
Tell me that one.
they would probably call the police.
You know, I feel like if you're in the band Hollywood Undead in anything up until like the year 2012, you don't have to have alcohol in your car or
That's
drive
true.
a
Or-
car at all.
Yeah, if
You can just be like, hey, I'm in the band Hollywood Undead.
You see, they're doing like unmasked shows now.
Really?
Like they take their masks off about halfway through the shows anyway, so they can breathe. But they do like full unmasked shows and photo shoots now. Also, the Curls is no longer in the band, which
I know.
kind of bums me out because he was the guy with the crazy hair and the half wonky mask.
I never listened to Hollywood Undead.
I used to love Hollywood Undead.
That doesn't-
Their new stuff actually is really good too.
I doubt that.
I mean, you can doubt it. And this is not like when I really liked ICP. This is a very different thing.
But the fact that you can say this isn't like my ICP means that there's at least a little bit of doubt in my mind about whether or not you're right.
That's why I said it because I knew that you didn't.
How long have we been recording for?
I don't know. 59 minutes. Actually, I guess
I was on the dot. I thought it was about an hour.
Yeah.
You boys.
So yeah, I guess we could kind of wrap up now.
I just wanted to make sure it hadn't been like 3 hours.
No, we're good. There's also the clock right over there.
That's true.
Wow. Well, that means
Yeah.
we start recording at exactly 7.
Roundabout,
More or
yeah.
less.
Yeah, because I showed up 10 minutes earlier and I said I would.
Hey,
Wow.
even with the wrong
Thank you
address.
for that.
Even with the wrong
Even though I don't know where I live.
Who would?
That's true.
Yeah. I guess we could do a hard stop on that Hollywood Undead talk.
It was about time. I was just going to be negative anyway.
That's fair.
It's kind of my thing.
So thank you everyone who actually sat and listened through this probably doesn't sound as good as usual episode. Greatly appreciate it. We have our fun guests and everything. Danny, you want to plug any social media or you want to remain anonymous?
I mean,
Twitter?
my Twitter is
One shot.
yeah, I do have one shot. My Twitter is I_Huff, but HOUGH_paint. So
It's like when I have to give my Snapchat to people. And like, what's your Snapchat? I'm like, you can just add the I'll give them my phone number and you can add my number. They're like, oh, I don't really like. Just give me a Snapchat. I've got the little thing. I'm like, do you have like the snap code? Can I do that? She's like, well, I'm already in the username screen. I'm like, Look, this is not gonna work. If I had to say these two words to you out loud, this isn't gonna work. For those of you who don't know what my Snapchat name is, it's Yif Daddy. And I can't get away from it. There's just no escape for me. And every once in a while, I'll be like Snapchatting a friend, and they'll be like, "What's Yif mean?" And I'm like, "Well."
I gotta
my
block
mom
you.
asked
I'm
me what
sorry.
hentai meant, and I told her it meant strength. Because I had my hentai hat on. She's like, "What's hentai?" I'm like, "It's Japanese for strength."
I'm so glad that she believes you.
Why would I lie?
That's so fun. That's so good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna tell her it's Japanese for anime porn or pervert, technically. Strength.
Strength. There you go.
Yeah, but that's my Twitter is I huff paint, but underscores between the I and the huff and paint part. I tweet kind of like Jackson tweets, but not as funny.
Dan retweeted my tweet recently. Danny, I guess I should specify. Danny retweeted my tweet recently about snorting gas station dick pills. And then his sister texted him and said, "We read some of your tweets over family dinner." So I can almost rest assured that not only did his sister tell his family that he had tweeted, "I snort gas station dick pills," but more importantly, that his sister told his family that he retweeted from me that I snort gas station dick pills.
Who would just out their sibling at a family gathering like that?
She's an absolute unit for that
Yeah,
one.
no, she didn't care.
Dang.
Dan, do you have any,
Dan,
anything you want to be known on?
Yeah, I don't post shit anyway, so there's really no point. But add me on League of Legends. That's pretty cool. The Kind Colonel can duo sometime. Please carry me. Thanks.
That is the first time I think anyone's given their league name.
My league name is the same as my name on everything.
Same. Actually.
Dan, what's your name on league?
My league name is Legendary.
Oh, that was Swags.
No, it is Swags.
Okay, cool.
The word Swags. That's it.
Like
with
the
a Z?
Nope. S.
Like this,
5 letters.
It's not even cool.
No, it's not even cool.
That sounds like.
I made it in like
I think that's pretty cool, honestly.
2012.
I was about to say that sounds like the type of username I
That's
would have
old.
made a long time
It's a
ago.
very old account.
Swag is for boys. Real men have class.
Oh my god.
My lady.
And for more insightful comments like that, jeez,
I can't feel pain.
where can people find you?
Do I really like? I feel like it's been said like a lot.
That you're Jacksonium with 2 M's on Twitter and
On
Instagram,
Twitter.
and Jacksonium with 1 M on.
Do I have 2 M's on Tumblr?
No. Nate.
Jacksonium.
Tumblr exists. That's
I
a
don't
different
know.
I
topic.
use Tumblr all the time. It's great. Tumblr.
My entire Tumblr was just filled with him.
Just look
At
at
this point.
Jacksonium, and like even 1 M or 2 M, you'll find me
Yeah,
on
you'll
Twitter,
find him.
Instagram.
One of them is actively tweeting about like anime, and the other one is an inactive account since 2012.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, yeah, and you can find me on. Actually, I'm on Twitch now too. I started doing some Twitch stuff, so that's been
Thank you
fun.
for your service.
You're welcome. Yeah, all the usual stuff. Bubbadabad, BUBBADABAD. And then the podcast can be found on twitter.com/theofftheair, facebook.com/OTA podcast, and patreon.com/offtheair. And then, show notes for YouTube because big, long list of stuff. But please follow us on YouTube so that we get enough people so that we can change away from the number code. Yeah. I think that's about it.
I think that's it.
Closing arguments?
I mean, that wraps up pretty good.
Nice.
Thanks for sharing.